50 Cent is releasing a docuseries on Netflix about Diddy. Now, this is a long ongoing feud, and apparently this is the greatest get back in a rap beef I've ever heard. This is wild. So 50 Cent and the producer of this, Alex Stapleton, was on the Good Morning America show. We might have to edit around some of this, and the crazy backstory of this Diddy situation. I'll tell you guys why there's tension there. It's actually really obvious if you've kept up with the case. But let's play some of this and go over it, because this is some really dark stuff that is going to be explored in this docuseries. Our Cyber Monday sale is here, and one of the items that we get the most amount of feedback on is our devotional bundle, where you can get yourself our Bless God Prayer Journal, our Bless God Leadership Planner, and the 60-day Occupy Till I Come devotional available right now. And we also just dropped the price on our devotional bundle. You can get one for yourself, and then you have some stuff to give to your friends or family for Christmas. A great way to think of that loved one. And we also have limited numbers of the Dove Bless God hat that Forrest Frank wore and immediately sold out. They're back in stock. There's a limited number of them available. It's on sale now. Go to blessgod.co and pick yours up.
Never before seen footage of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put stuff in my fanny pack?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Okay, so this is wild that 50 Cent was able to get footage of Diddy that he was working on his own documentary series and repurpose it in a surviving Diddy type docuseries. Crazy stuff. Now, one of the things that's most fascinating about Diddy, as wild and dark of an individual as he's became, is that his background has always been claiming Jesus and claiming faith in Jesus. It's one of the most bizarre things, even, taking pictures with different pastors and being kind of pseudo church. I don't even call it Christianity, like churchianity, if you will.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just, here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. He has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The guy who had the brand presence she's basically saying he comes off like a scumbag in this. That's basically what she's getting at. He comes out like a scumbag in this. And this is going to be something really interesting in here that I think is going to, in my opinion, make this dude look like the little bit of excitement that people were having to turn towards Diddy's side is going to be lost once you hear one of these little clips from the docuseries.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
So this is like days before he gets indicted and goes to jail. And he goes into Harlem, goes into a very busy bar, greeting fans. This is the political, like, kiss baby, shake hands approach.
I'll accept it.
He got a jacket from somebody. He's trying to be a man of the people, ladies and gentlemen.
I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got.
I need some hand sanitizer.
Been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I got.
Now, I've been out the street amongst the people. He says,
take a bath.
I got to take a bath. Ugh.
Some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I got to take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Got in
his car and said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was, it shows you his character.
Show you his character. Now, we live in a world where, people can do heinous things and still maintain fans, right? That's not uncommon. However, the reality of this and the way this is framing is going to pin him against whatever little bit of fans he had, because it doesn't come off genuine. Okay.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah. I mean, what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera?
Now, there's a part of this where I think 50 is just straight capping with regards to this, saying it's not personal. We're gonna get there, and then you can decide for yourself if it's personal or not.
Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right, for 20 years, right, is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping. Or
So he calls back to this moment of the Breakfast Club, the take you shopping moment. And he says people think this is the ongoing 20-year beef.
I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like, maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also
It's not personal.
let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between...
And the jurors sound like, they thought they were in love, yada, yada, yada. Now, here's the interesting thing about this is this is coming out tomorrow. I'm curious how many of you guys are interested in seeing it. I think that 50 Cent omitting the reality that the other Jane Doe, who is a victim in this case, because it was Cassie and it was a Jane Doe, and it's been fairly well documented that allegedly that other Jane Doe is 50 Cent's child's mother. So for him to say, this isn't personal, this isn't that, this isn't that, he's dragged this child's mother on Instagram for this. So that's the part where, man, it is personal. Not that it shouldn't be made. I think it should be made. If this dude had footage and is a scumbag and you want to highlight this and whatever, he's going to do 5 years in prison. But I think 50 Cent is kind of disingenuous in saying it's not personal. It's clearly personal. You have a child with the woman that went on to replace Cassie, and you've dragged her for being Diddy's freak-off woman, and now you have the power and ability to make this documentary and this series. It is personal. It is personal. And it is something that is going to bring negative press to Diddy, which is the point. Why am I covering this? I'm covering this because Diddy is a dude who's repeatedly went on his majority of his career professing and proclaiming to be a man of God. This is not quiet information. He's been close to multiple pastors. He's been close to multiple church services. He's rapped about it in his music. He's thanked God at his award show, so on and so forth. So the rise and the fall of a guy that's as influential as Diddy, attaching the name of Jesus to all of this, and then falling away from it at this degree of utter insanity, and then to have a whole docuseries coming out about it, I think is extremely fascinating. And I wouldn't say it's a cautionary tale. I do think that money, fame, influence is something that can ruin a lot of people. And I don't know if Diddy's relationship with Jesus was ever genuine. I don't know. I know there's people that have been Christian that have been around him, but this is something that is something that's fairly well documented. He ended up shooting scenes in a music video with Nas that he then felt uncomfortable about because of his faith. It was a crucifixion scene that he ended up assaulting somebody over, right? Like, so there's a weird cultural, again, I would say churchianity. I don't feel comfortable calling it Christianity that is wild. Yeah, and then the affiliation with Diddy and Bishop T.D. Jakes. This is a very fascinating story. If there is a time for Diddy to come back to faith in Jesus, or to come to faith in Jesus at all, it would be while he's in prison. And I think 50 Cent, because of his personal issues, is going to make it very hard for him to ever regain his reputation or any sort of standing, even after he does his time for this crime. But I think the macro idea here is it's never, in my opinion, a fork in the road moment. I think it's a death by 1,000 cuts moment. I think people who claim and profess the name of Jesus over their life and then slowly drift, I think it's usually a bunch of little small decisions that compound over time. And then you look up and decades later and you're doing some utter debauchery type stuff. And I think that's what may have happened to Diddy. I don't know Diddy. I've never met Diddy, never been to a Diddy party. I'm not connected. I know some folks that work for Diddy, and I've heard very mixed things about his reputation, his character. And so this series coming out tomorrow, I think is going to be very interesting, and I'm curious how it plays out. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, you can partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community, get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.